Hi, this is Jeremiah. We're here in Kosovo right now. This is my friend, Pastor Emir. He's been a pastor here for 8 years, and he's going to tell you a little bit about how you can be praying for Kosovo.
Well, hi there. My name is Emir, and I pastor a small church in Pristina. Pristina is the capital city. It's about 500,000 people in a country of only 2 million people. Our country is very young. The church in Kosovo is very young also. We need lots of prayer, lots of support from all of our brothers and sisters around the world. Kosovo actually is mentioned in the Bible. You might not be able to find it, but I'll just give you a hint. In Romans 15:19, Paul mentions the fact that he preached the gospel from Jerusalem all the way to Illyricum. And Illyricum is where we stand right now, and these are the people that are the descendants of the Illyrians. So from the very first century, the gospel of Christ has reached this people in this land. But 2,000 years later now, it's a totally different reality. A place where 90% of the people are Muslim, very difficult for the church to function, a place where the church is struggling, and we're just praying and expecting God to move in mighty ways, in ways that He's moved through Paul and the apostles. And we believe that there is a move of God coming, just like with the apostle Paul. So we just ask that you pray with us, remember us in your prayers, and we ask you to remember us as you pray. Remember 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 1, where Paul asks the Thessalonians to pray that the word of the Lord will speed up and be honored and be glorified. And we want this more than anything, that the gospel of grace will be honored and will be accepted and received and embraced in this country.
This is my friend Liz, who I met in YWAM about 2.5 years ago, and she's going to tell you about Kosovo.
Thanks. So, I'm Liz. My husband Sam and I moved here about 1.5 years ago to Pristina. We really just sensed that God was calling people here to disciple and to teach and to just get the country back on its feet after the war. The war was about 15 years ago now between ethnic Albanians and Serbians, and Kosovo had declared its independence about 6 years ago. So we really felt that the country still needed people to come in. My husband is a teacher, and I'm a writer, but we also do a lot of ministry with churches here. Some things you can be praying for Kosovo about is we'd really like you to pray for a spirit of peace over this place. After the war, there's a heavy spirit of conflict over this place. This region has historically been a place of conflict over many different empires, and so we really want peace for this country. We want peace between people here. We want people to learn how to have respect and how to disagree well and have empathy and compassion for one another and just disagree respectfully with one another. We also really want unity in the churches here. There's a lot of the church is very small, so there's a lot of this is my member, that's your member, and the churches are working on that, but we really want even more for the churches to be able to come together as the body of Christ and just see Jesus as their leader and not certain pastors. So if you could be praying for that, that'd be great. And we just really want to pray that people would have boldness to come to Jesus. People are afraid to convert because it's taboo in this culture to change your religion. We just really want to see people step out in faith and boldness and say yes to Jesus.
We were given the awesome opportunity to do an interview for Christian-focused magazine, Awaken Magazine. We were able to share about the journey that God has us on, what He is teaching us along the way, and how Christians called to a life of extreme faith can be encouraged to passionately pursue all that God is calling them to. You can find our interview as well as many other articles online at www.awakenmag.com.
Bye.